Hello. I just wanted to show some basics before I get started on how to make my candles. Of course the gel is melted, but I also wanted to show you how I do my wicks. This is what I designed. It's a piece of wood that I have drilled holes in, depending on how wide or how many wicks I need to put in, and that holds my wick into place until the gel is hard enough to remove this piece of wood. I just wanted to show you how I hold my wicks into place. So I went ahead and poured the gel up to and past the bead that I have in there. I always put a bead inside my gel candle on the wick so that the wick only burns to that spot and does not burn to the bottom of the container. All warning signs, labels have that on the candle, not to burn it more than 1/4 inch, but or less, down more than 1/4 inch to the bottom. But a lot of consumers do not adhere to that, so I give them a little help. Okay, I'm getting ready to pour my gel into my lasagna pan. And if you notice, I have this white piece of plastic underneath the pan because my room is not that level. Actually, the shelf is not that level that I'm using. So I have made it, and I've got it as center as I can. So we're going to pour. So we're going to pour about 1/4 inch of gel. Now we're going to let it sit for about, I like to let it sit for about an hour, if not longer, because you want it completely cooled so that when you cut it, it stays separated instead of gets hot and goes back together. Okay, we're going to start the cutting process. We're going to cut it horizontal, and then we're going to cut it on the diagonal, and that makes your diamond shape. Whoops, almost dropped it. It makes your diamond shapes. Okay. Hold it down as you cut. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one. It's a little uneven. It tends to pop up on the edge when you first start cutting. So anyway, you cut on a diagonal. You make it wider for bigger pieces and thinner for small pieces. Or try to make it as even as you can all the way across, depending on what size your candle is and how big you want the pieces or how small you want the pieces. I kind of want them medium size. Just stick them back together. Now we're going to cut it on the diagonal. When you cut on the diagonal, you can actually see the pieces form a V diamond. So that gives you your direction on which way you want to cut. See? Gives you some idea of what shape your diamond is going to be. So you just keep slicing. Pull it away from the main gel. That way you're not cutting a good diamond piece up or cutting it too thin. And just get it out of the way. It makes it much easier to cut the next strip. I have to apologize. I haven't done this kind of video before, so I get a little tongue-tied. I know what I'm doing, but expressing it is a little bit difficult for me. Okay, now that we've sliced them up, we're going to separate all of them so that we can apply it to our candle. The next step will be the dip and stick part. Okay, now we're going to start the dipping and the sticking part of the candle making. Okay, you're going to take your candle and you're going to take a piece of gel, diamond shaped, and you're going to dip it into the hot, extremely hot gel, and you're going to stick it right next to the wick. See that? Very hard to see, same color. Okay, so you're going to take your next one and stick it right next to it. You're going to form like a daisy flower shape around the wick. This just gives some stability to the wick, and it helps you form your base for your design. It all starts with that shape. You just work it all the way around. Having a hard time finding it. All the way around. There we go, there's a good shot of it. There you go. Remember, you all who have worked with gel candles before know how hot this gel is. So be careful when you're getting that close to the gel. Okay, so there's your first row, and now you're just going to fill in the spots. So you're going to fill the entire bottom here with gel pieces. One little piece at a time. That is what takes the longest of this candle process, is the dipping and the sticking. But I think it's worth it, and so do my customers. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show you real quick is you need to use your fingers to help you build your candle. And the reason you do that is you dip and you stick, okay? Then you have other gels in your hand, pieces of gels in your hand. Well, you can't really see it from this angle, okay? You use your pinky to like lay it on there and get it straight so you can just dip and stick. Okay, so you've got a few pieces of gel in your hand, and you're just going to use it. That saves time rather than having to pick it up off of the table to apply it. So you're just going to dip it and stick. Then you get a few more, put them in your hand. Well, let's see, get in your hand. Can't see it, sorry. And then you're just going to feed it from your fingers to the other hand. So it's hard to explain. But once you start doing this, you'll see this is much quicker than reaching to the table back and forth, back and forth. See, I'm almost finished now. I'm just filling in spots. On the candle itself. We're going to start the second layer. Just lay it right on top. I like to build around and up. Okay? Okay, we've applied the glitter by sprinkling like this. Tap, tap, tap. And then went around with the spoon and just touch the edges, so you have just the edges highlighted with gold. It's very hard to find a spoon nowadays with... This is a baby spoon. That was my son's baby spoon. And it's an antique. Not quite, but pretty close. They don't make them anymore with all metal. They have a plastic coating on them. But if you can find one, or anything small that you can fit inside a container that has your glitter in it, it'd be most helpful, because you just want to tap the edges of your gel diamonds. And then you're going to spritz your other glitter on top. You just spritz, spritz, spritz. There you go. And it's all ready for the customer. And I hope he enjoys it. He's going to give it as a gift, so I'm hoping he enjoys it. If you have any questions, please contact me via Facebook at D. Hayslip, or on my candle Facebook, gel candles, or Duana at Comcast.net. Thank you for watching.